Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm trying to learn Java completely from ChatGPT. Now this video is going to be a little different from the other ones because I've just finished 25 days of this. Because us humans are base 10 oriented, this number has some significance. Well, it's a quarter of 100. Anyways, I kind of want to go over how my journey has gone so far and some of my key takeaways of going from ChatGPT to 3.5 to BingAI powered by GPT-4, some key differences and some things I've noticed. So first of all, ChatGPT was pretty good at understanding this assignment, which is me telling it, hey, teach me everything I need to do from Java with like a lesson format. Teach me something, give me an assignment. And I've been doing a lot of that. Now, I've noticed that some of the assignments were slightly flawed and sometimes it will leave out key details. For example, one time, I'm not sure if I'll find it, but for using object-oriented programming in classes, when you want to extend a class, it forgot to tell me about using the super keyword. So that really screwed me up. But it was also pretty good at catching on to mistakes and not being like oblivious to them. Because sometimes, like when you use an AI, it'll make a mistake, but it won't be able to correct itself. In this case, all the topics have been pretty simple. It's being able to correct itself. Also, at the end, I decided it was a good idea to try out BingAI, so I got to write a report of everything I knew, which did it pretty well, and then I eventually got this all into BingAI. So yeah, so far this is me working on the project I've been doing, but I think Java Skills Quiz is a chat where I got it to give me a full-on quiz, and then a full-on assignment, and also teach me a little bit more advanced Java concepts. Now, the one thing I noticed about BingAI is, first of all, it takes a little longer to respond, which shouldn't honestly matter. But it does have a huge significant difference at being better. For example, when I was using ChatGPT, I got it to give me a quiz. So for example, it'll say, and it would just say 1 to 30 questions, A, B, C, D, multiple choice. So it said 30, incorrect. The correct answer is B. But if you look into it, I answered with B. BingAI did not actually end up falling into this problem, but it asked some questions that were extremely similar to each other. For one of the assignments, it was basically to test out generics, but the assignment itself, like all of the code, it made sense. Like there was nothing wrong about the assignment. It's still using generics. But the huge problem is that it was using a generic for a 2D shape, but the classes it wanted to implement were circles and squares, and you were trying to calculate the area and the perimeter, which you do not calculate the area and perimeter of a circle and square or a rectangle the same way. So that's something I noticed. So for the project ideas, it's been pretty good at making sure I understood stuff. And whenever I asked questions, it would always answer them correctly. For the way of actually teaching these slightly more abstract concepts, I think it did pretty well. And I think if I decide to read it a little bit more accurately, I would take a little bit more away from it. But I'm a little lazy, so sometimes I don't want to read through all this code and everything the protected keyword does. So yeah, my key takeaways are basically BingAI definitely better. Both of them make mistakes, but so far they've been able to catch on to them. And yeah, I feel like, especially at beginner level, an AI can really help you learn how to code. Now, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not learning Java completely from ChatGPT. For example, I've been doing some weak code recently with practicing my Java skills. And also, I've been making some quick Google searches because it didn't make sense to me to ask ChatGPT, oh, how'd you clear a hash map? Because like it was just so much simpler to do Google. Speaking of Google, next video I'm gonna start be using Gemini Ultra. So yeah, I think you'll be pretty excited. So I probably need to change the series name to Learn Java from AI. But first 25 videos all ChatGPT will be next 25 all be Gemini oriented. I guess we'll see. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I really appreciate if you subscribe. Right now, while I'm recording this video, we're at 251. And that's more than I really ever expected. I kind of started this series just as a simple experiment. It's already grown a lot. And I've been having quite a few really supportive commenters giving me tips. And I really appreciate your support. Anyways, bye-bye.